Ham is brave, resilient, easygoing, but in the car, he's the boss. Rambo is an excitable boy, as well as curious and friendly. Barley is quiet, happy, and playful.
Pretty cute.
The ACAPL has good news, and it has to do with a vacuum cleaner. Plus Cats You'll Love and Dog Alley, all on Pick Your Next Pet at the ACAPL.
So this big man right here is Ham, and I don't know how well you can see, but he does have a big old scar and a shaved spot right on his back hip there. I do know a little bit about that story. So he was found as a stray with that injury. It looked like, I don't know if someone did it to him or if it happened while he was escaping wherever he was. You know, he could have cut it on a fence that was broken or something like that. But it was pretty gnarly. I didn't see it, thankfully, but I know that it was pretty rough. He wasn't in the bestest mood when they picked him up from his location. He was a little grumpy, but then thankfully when he came back here so that we could assess the situation, he seemed to be doing okay. He was sweet. So we got him loaded up and we took him to Metropolitan Veterinary Hospital through the emergency room, and they got him sedated, stitched him right up. And then he was on some drugs there for a little bit to try to keep him calm and not open those stitches. He had a big old cone on, and then I was the one that went and picked him up the next day. Now that was quite the story. He would not go in a crate with the cone on, which I understand. And again, he's all drugged up, he's loopy, he don't know what's going on. So I had him in my backseat of my car, sitting next to the crate. Well, that wasn't good enough, because then he couldn't lay down. So I had to pull over to a rest stop, disassemble the crate, put it in my trunk, which that was a whole thing, because I have, like, summer supplies in the back of my car, camp chairs and whatnot.
Because you're ready for summer.
I'm always ready for summertime. So I had to fit the crate in my trunk, and then he was pretty much happy. He still wasn't super comfy, because again, he's in a lot of pain and everything.
He wanted to drive.
He would sleep for a few minutes, and then he'd wake up and cry, and then he'd sleep for a few minutes, and then he'd wake up and cry. So then he was here for a few weeks, and he was basically on bed rest. We could take him out for very, very short walks to go potty, and that was it. He had to have that cone on all the time, but let me tell you, he was the goodest boy. He was so good. Not once did I see him try to, scratch at his injury or dig at it or anything. And he is one of the few dogs that have actually let us take out his stitches. Our med tech, Amanda, was able to do that while I held him down and fed him cheese and peanut butter, and he was a very, very good boy. So since then, he's pretty much ready. He does still need to be fixed. So that is next on our list. That's coming up here shortly. And then he'll be 100% ready for adoption. So I think he's an absolute sweetheart. He's definitely on the younger side, so I would say a younger family would be a better fit. He's very smart. You'll see he knows a couple of basic commands. Hi. Very loving. I mean, he just wants to be around you.
Okay with kids?
I would say he'd be okay with kids. Maybe a little bit bigger kids since he is a bigger dog. I'm not sure about other dogs. Most he seems okay with, but other unneutered males he likes to bark at. So again,
well, I do too.
Yeah, it just depends on the personality of your dog. But I really hope he finds a home soon, because I think he's just a big old sweetheart. And clearly, he'd been through a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, did that nicely.
Sit. I know you know how to sit. You're okay. Yes! Look how handsome.
of a sudden you notice that.
What do you hear? Come on down. Boom. Oh, wow. You are needy. Set. Yes. Okay, go down. You did it earlier.
Yes.
Down. All the way. Down.
Because I'm not much further away from the food.
Sit.
Yeah.
Down.
Well, he undoubtedly knows
Lay
how to
down.
sit.
I know he did it earlier when he was like all excited, which was funny. Okay, shake. Do you shake? Down. There we go. Is this what you do? Open hand? Okay, down. Yes! There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, ready? We're going to do it again. Down. No. Down.
Was he wanting to shake there?
Yes. I don't know. Maybe he is getting unconfused. Maybe were you taught in a different language?
Yeah.
Were you taught in a different language? Wow. This boy here is Rambo. He is very curious about the treats I have in my pocket. And I would say he's an incredibly smart boy. Just has very puppy-like energy. I know you've heard me say it before about a few of the dogs we have here right now. When they're like just at that 1 year mark, they're definitely an adult dog. They're fully grown as far as that goes. But personality-wise and even like mental age-wise, you could say, on the younger side. So he doesn't really have too much training or manners or anything like that. You know, he pulls on the leash a little bit and he'll jump on you and you'll see he'll get crazy zoomies, but he does know and he can learn. He is still at that prime age to learn and adjust to a lot of different households. I would definitely pair him with a more active family. If there are other dogs in the home, they need to be pretty high energy and willing to play with him. Cats, I think he'll definitely be very curious about, but if they give him a quick swat, I don't think it'll be too big of a deal. Kids, I think he'd be okay with, as long as they're used to being around higher energy animals. It shouldn't be too big of a problem. So I do think he'd fit in with a lot of younger families that we have living here in Ashtabula County and the surrounding areas. So if you are interested, please come meet him. He's a sweetheart, and even if you don't take him home, he definitely needs time out in a play yard like this, just to stretch those legs, burn some energy, take him for a walk, whatever.
Sitting in that little cage all day, so when he comes out like this,
yeah,
I'd be running around too.
A lot of our dogs come out with higher energy initially than what they even may end up being.
Right, yeah.
Paw. No, that's not it. That's sheep. Down. Down. Yes. Okay, look at that. He got a brain in that head.
Yeah.
He got a pea brain in that head. We're gonna go up the steps again. Up. Up. Yes. Okay, down. Okay, and then up. Up. Good job. Up.
Oh, yeah.
Up the trail. Here, come from this side. Here. Up. Yes.
Yeah, how about that?
My finger. Oh, my finger.
Well, you still have 9 left.
You got two-sided. Two-sided. Okay, down. Okay, up. Yes. Good boy. Oh, my goodness, you're a sweetie. All right, down. All done. All gone. Bless you. So Barley here is a young girl that we have available for adoption. She was actually found by a gentleman who has been trying to find his own dog that's been missing for a while. So Barley has been spotted in the like Andover area since, I believe, since November, and she was just caught last month in January. So I mean, she was out,
Oh my gosh.
out loose for a couple months through, you know, the snowstorms we've had so far and everything. So she must have found some kind of like shack that she was using as a home base and then roaming around, or maybe someone was feeding her out there, you know. But she's just definitely been spotted for a while out there, and then he caught her in his trap that he had set for his dog, like I said. He called us, he brought her in, we, you know, did our due diligence, posted her as a stray, asked around, nobody came for her. I mean, missing since November, and we didn't even get any calls about her as a missing dog, so clearly we knew that this was going to end up being our dog, and she's still here. A couple weeks later, I really like her. She has a very goofy personality, and I will tell you, I was a little bit nervous when, you know, I heard her story that she had been out on the loose for that long and had to be trapped and all that. I really thought that she was going to be more scared. She's really not. I mean, she's definitely very curious. She's very observant. She really likes to know what's going on around her. So she's a little bit independent that way. Like, she's not all over you, doesn't need a ton of attention, not super clingy, but still very loving and takes treats. She does no sit. She's a little stubborn about it, but I just really think she'll end up being a good addition to a lot of people's homes. She has the beginnings of some like gray around her muzzle, but I think that's just her coloring. Like, I think she's just like the white and tan, because her teeth are really impressive. They're very clean, so that's usually how we kind of age dogs. So that's why I think that she's on the younger side, definitely under 2. But she was really, really good for all of her medical work. From what I've seen, seems very tolerant of other dogs. I don't think that she would want anyone that was gonna like, WrestleMania, you know, WE or whatever it is, wrestling with her. But do I think she could get along with another, you know, maybe a senior dog or another calmer dog? Absolutely. I don't see any concerns right now of her with cats. Clearly she was out on the loose and no one reported her killing any of their animals or anything like that. So, you know, possibly good with other farm animals, chickens, all that kind of stuff. But we don't know too much, so everything's a maybe. Kids, I could see her being a little nervous of like young kids, maybe 4 and below. But older than that, I think she would get along with them just fine. So hopefully someone comes to meet her soon and takes her home. What are you doing? Barley or Cookie? Come here. Come here. What's that? Or did you spit it out? Come on. I'm trying to see you no sit. Yeah, you're a good girl.
She eating it? Yeah.
Look at those ears. Look how the tips like, go in whatever direction they want. She's funny.
Somebody should adopt this dog just for the ears.
I know, right? That looks pretty cute. Pretty cute. A foam background or a little tattoo. I mean, come on.
Welcome to Ask Ashley, and you can email Ashley with your questions. Not like math homework or anything. Not that at ACAPL.org. And if I think about it, it'll be down here somewhere
Yeah.
when I'm editing. So
All right.
this is going to air after the event we're going to talk about, but it's something that's kind of important, and people don't really need to know that's coming up in next 2 days. But it's spay and neutering, and you have somebody coming in. Is this with a truck or something, or?
No, so you're thinking of our Rascal unit.
Yes.
Our Rascal unit is amazing, but this is actually a brand new opportunity for us.
Oh.
It is through the Bissell Foundation, which, if you know Bissell for the vacuum cleaners
I was
and
about to
everything,
say that.
they have a huge Bissell Pet Foundation. The head CEO, director, owner of Bissell is a huge, animal rescue. What's the word?
Aficionado?
No, she's a big supporter
Okay.
of rescues and everything like that, and rehoming animals and all those kinds of things. So one of the programs that they offer is for a vet to come to your shelter, rescue, whatever, and offer completely free spays and neuters. So that, cost for us is
Wow.
insane. I mean, our medical costs have been through the roof lately. It's just the way the world is right now, right, with inflation. So to get every single animal under our roof right now, including our animals that are in fosters right now, that have been waiting to be fixed for months, some of them, we're going to get everybody done by this weekend. So huge thank you to the Bissell Pet Foundation, and I believe it was the Cleveland APL actually connected us and helped us pick a date for this and everything. So if this weekend or this next couple days goes well, it's definitely something that I think will continue in the future, which will just help us keep animals fixed, up to date on vaccines, and ready to go. Because not only will they do the spays and neuters, they'll do anyone who needs a rabies vaccine, anyone who needs a microchip or heartworm tests or anything like that, they'll go ahead and do while they're sleepy. Anyone who needs grooming that has issues with grooming, yeah. So like I said, huge thank you to the Bissell Pet Foundation for sending us a vet, and we're going to get everything done. It's going to be really great. I'm really, really excited. I know that it will go well because our Rascal Unit weekends always go really well. So we're really excited about that.
Now you don't let animals be adopted who haven't been spayed or neutered. They can't really leave here to go to their forever homes without that. Can you explain that policy? And
yeah, a lot of people do ask us about that, especially when it comes to puppies and kittens. They're surprised to hear that we can fix them as young as we do.
we used to hear in my house. We heard you have to have one litter of puppies or kitties or something before you can.
Yeah, or when it comes to females, you want to let them have one heat cycle.
Yeah.
There are definitely a lot of studies that show one way or the other or anything. For us, it's really just about preventing there from being more unwanted puppies and kittens in the world, or puppies and kittens that are wanted but then turn into adult animals that then no one wants anymore, or they can't house for a variety of reasons. So we do fix as young as 2 months, and as long as they're over 2 pounds, which most puppies are over 2 pounds by then. Kittens sometimes are on the skinny side, and they're not quite big enough yet. But yeah, we do. That's why I'm saying everybody in this building will pretty much be fixed by this weekend. It's just really important. Yeah, like you said, some people really want, I just love my dog so much, and I really want to let them have one litter.
Or what will I be doing to my pet if I do this to him?
They're going to hate me or something like that. And as good of intentions as you might have, even if you do the work to find every offspring a good home or something like that, it's just not worth the risk. You don't know what's going to happen in that animal's future once you're out of the picture. Once you give them to someone else, their life is entirely in that person's hands. They might not be as good of a person as you think they are. Or they might lose it, let it out, and then it ends up here at my shelter. So definitely look into, we do offer the Pet Fix and Rascal for the public, low-cost spay and neuter, and now we're hoping to add another one if this works out.
So there's a chance in this Bissell that they may be able to open it up to the public at some point?
I think so. If not the public, I know we are going to reach out to other rescues in the area.
Okay.
So we'll definitely be, not only working with our individual animals, but we're going to be trying to help every aspect of the community.
So buy the Bissell vacuum sweepers.
Yes, absolutely. Support Bissell if you're looking for new cleaning supplies, because they support us. So this big man right here, his name is Rory, and let me tell you, he's something special. I really, really like him, and now I know you guys say, Ashley, you say that about every single animal. Well, it's true. I really do like pretty much all the animals we have, okay? But it's really hard sometimes to pick which one to talk to Bob about because they're all really cool. Oh my God, they're so cute. Anyways, so Rory here, he's definitely from a multi-cat situation. Hi, buddy. He was not fixed, which is why he has those nice big tomcat cheeks, okay? He is fixed now, so he is all good to go, ready to be adopted. Even though he's not fixed, he doesn't really have any of the other, worrisome tendencies of an unneutered cat. He doesn't, have any issues. He goes right in his litter box to go pee and everything like that. Clearly very, very loving, wants attention, wants rubs and loves. The home that he came from did have a lot of cats. So a lot of them, were pretty sick. He was on meds for a while. And they were all scared when they first came in. And he was one of the first to come around. He only after a couple days, he was like, all right, I guess this is where I live now. And he was pretty much doing this. Sweet, loving, all good to go. And especially once he got off of meds, then he really loved us. And now he just wants, like I said, clearly lots of love and attention. He did have an ear infection or something going on with his ears. I know he was on meds for a little bit, and I can still see that one is a little more gross and dirty than the other one. So just an FYI, I think it's something that, again, he lived uncared for so many years, so it went untreated for a while. We have done one round of treatment. It may need a little more help in the future, or it might just be something to always look for, always clean regularly, which is something you should do as part of basic cat care anyways, but some cats, just like some dogs, are just dirtier than others. So
some kitty's active over there.
So he may always be a little bit of a problem that way. Just keep an eye on those ears. But otherwise, I think he's super duper sweet. He could definitely go into a home with other cats, and he is going to be a perfect snuggle buddy. Peekaboo. He's missing some fur. He's like half bald. So.
Oh no.
This is our boy Onyx. I believe he came from the same house as Rory, who you just met. So, again, a huge multi-cat situation with a lot not being cared for, a lot that are unhealthy. He's okay. He definitely came in with the runny, stuffy nose, all that stuff. But he is missing quite a bit of fur. He has already seen the vet because he's fixed. And they didn't seem too concerned about it. They just said probably lack of nutrition, fleas, just a really unhealthy environment that he grew up in.
That is the tail is...
That's pretty much what his whole body looks like. He has fur, but it's very sparse. That's why he has his sweater on. I mean, his paws are already starting to look better.
Yeah, his paws look pretty normal, but that tail is...
Yeah, but you can even see the back of his neck here. He's kind of scaly under there. So I would definitely talk to your vet when you take him in and see what your best options are. We've been giving him medicated baths, and then we give him food with extra fish oil or fish based. We give him cans of tuna, salmon, things like that. just to really help him get as much of those nutrients as possible and hopefully soften up his skin. It's hard because it's everywhere. If it were one spot, you know, we could spot treat and help that, but because it's everywhere, the best thing to do is just give him a really good, you know, diet, and like I said, the medicated baths will probably help too.
So how does he take the baths?
He's okay. It definitely takes 2 people, but it's not the worst. Not the worst we've ever had, let me tell you. But yeah, other than that, he's an absolute sweetie pie. He loves everybody he meets. He's the talker. He wants to say hi to everybody. Hi. Look at that face. Look at that face. What? I really like him, so I wanted to show him to you guys. What? Did I scare you? I'm picking you up? You're okay.
Do you have sweaters like that just in case, or did somebody knit that, or?
We have plenty of clothing for our kitties and dogs, but yeah, we have a ton of these small kind of clothes. Every once in a while we get a cat that needs a grooming or needs a shave, and they get to wear a sweater for a little while.
You got any with Stones logos on it or anything?
Not yet. We should order like our merch in these tiny sizes, huh?
walking a dog and I'm never blue. I'm a walking the dog, I ain't thinking about you. Don't need no one to tie me down. I'm a walking the dog and a painting the town. Such an easy life I never knew until the day